Good morning. Wanted to jump on here this morning and talk to you guys about the updates of a couple of the rehabs that are going on. And then I wanted to kind of really tell you guys on the up and up and fully transparent, authentic with you guys that, this business is not easy. The seminars make it sound like it's just easy peasy. Nothing can go wrong. All that good stuff. Hey, Ken, what's up, man? You know the drill, what I'm going to say here. And the big thing is that the projects always go over on time and budget. Even if you put contingencies into a budget, it's almost always going to go over budget. And that's just the nature of the beast. So if you're being told that a rehab is going to cost you $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, I don't care. It's going to cost more. If your contractor's telling you that, if a wholesaler's telling you that, what's up, guys? It doesn't matter. It's gonna go over. And here's some of the pitfalls that people forget to talk about when they're rehabbing houses and they're talking about how they're crushing it and all that stuff. One of the big things that happens is that I can't quantify how many times you have to go to Home Depot during a project. Even if you think you've planned everything out, you've got your spreadsheets all laid out, you've got all of your SKUs, all that stuff, guess what happens? When you order stuff from Home Depot or Lowe's or Floor & Decor or wherever, guess what? Stuff is missing. You have parts that are missing out of bags, or people put stuff in the wrong bin and you grab it out of the bin and don't double check it. So you have to run back to Home Depot. Those are hours out of your days. Now, most of the times I'm not the one having to do that, but because contractors have guys that have to do that, it slows down projects. So just because you think you're going to be done in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, it's never usually the case. I was supposed to be done with this project that we're currently working on in St. Pete, which is done today. It was supposed to be basically about a 2-week project. We're just about to hit 3.5 weeks. Now that's not a big deal, but there were lots of little things. Here's another thing that are not taught in seminars. Shit happens. One of the guys had some of his family members die, and had to go to his funeral in the middle of the project. You can't control that. So there are certain things like that they're gonna put a wrench in your project. Yeah, damage is another thing. We got a couple of things that were definitely damaged from some suppliers. Absolutely. Anything. Ken, you're absolutely right, man. There's so many little pitfalls of this that just don't go right. And so I want you guys to understand that it's not all sunshine and rainbows with flipping houses. Hey, you may see a lot of these guys and myself. Well, I'll never post a check of what we make. It's none of your damn business. It doesn't matter. You should not be looking at people's checkbooks or checks that they're posting to tell if they're successful. Okay. That's maybe I'll do another rant on that one another day, but that stuff is ludicrous. But there are so many things that you just don't learn in a seminar. The best seminar you can take is actually just getting out there and taking action and doing the rehabbing, doing the work, finding out the intricacies of this stuff. There's so many things that happen. I mean, there was a little bit of termite damage in this house, and it kind of it just messes things up when you have to go buy new trim. And I could go on and on and on. I am going to do another Facebook Live later this afternoon when I get back to St. Pete to check on this project. We're having the cleaning ladies are finishing up right now on it. We have photos at 10 o'clock, and the listing will go live tonight on that property. Bingo. Nice one, David. You can't get fit by studying push-ups. You just got to do the work. You got to put the work in. And it's one of those things too that you just have to do it. I'm trying to come up with other examples of things that just happened there. Oh, if you guys watched my video a couple of days ago, the nicotine that was on the walls of this house, we scrubbed it with TSP. We put on 3 layers of alcohol-based primer and painted it, and the nicotine still showed through. I think we had to put 3 layers of paint on top of 3 layers of primer to do that. And now the house is beautiful. And the great thing, there was never even a smell of smoke in that house, which is how that happened. I don't know, but it definitely doesn't smell like it now. And it's, stuff like that will just slow you down, because when you have paint and it's not looking right, and it's not dried right, or it's not finished, it slows everything else down between trim and flooring and cabinets and granite and all this stuff. That literally put us back over a week. So one thing you guys gotta understand is that it's never gonna go according to plan. Learn to control what you can control. Get upset with the things you can control, and don't get upset with the things you can't control. And sometimes you just have to throw your hands up and go, like I said, shit happens. So check back a little bit later, and I'll have the update walkthrough of that property. And I'll tell you what, guys, it's beautiful. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I'm really happy with the color scheme I picked, and I'm really happy with the tile and all that stuff. So I'll see you guys a little bit later this afternoon.